HPTI personality traits I always like to spend a little extra time discussing are ambiguity acceptance and curiosity. And sometimes there's a little bit of confusion about them because they seem to be similar, but they're actually quite distinct. So the difference is curiosity is really about novelty. It's about new ideas, new approaches, new methods, whereas ambiguity is about complexity. So that's about having possibly lots of different opinions, lots of mixed message, a kind of complex situation instead of a new situation. There can be some overlap. Things can be both new and complex. They aren't always. But it's really important to distinguish between the two because some people, for example, are really good with new ideas, really enjoy learning new things, but don't want all of the complexity behind it. So that's the combination of having high curiosity and low ambiguity acceptance. You know, they want to know what's the newest best thing, but they want an executive summary really clearly spelling it out without wanting to know all of the detail, all of the research, hundreds of pages to read about all of the complexity behind it. The same can be true of people having really high ambiguity acceptance, so thriving in complex, challenging, sometimes confusing situations, but not liking novelty as much. So sometimes it's better the complicated devil you know than the new one you don't. So it's really good to look at those kind of things, especially when you're looking at leadership. Because when you're in a senior leadership role, you need to manage both novelty and complexity. So you need to be able to manage lots of different opinions from different stakeholders, from different clients, from employees, from your leadership team. You need to manage all of that and be able to thrive in that in complex and difficult circumstances and environments. But for senior leadership, you also need that curiosity piece. You need to be open to new ways of doing things. You need to be thinking about new products, new innovations, new trends that are coming along down the line, new things that you might need to learn about or adapt, new technology. So for leadership, both of those are really important. But sometimes for people who have low ambiguity acceptance and low curiosity, so don't like novelty and don't like complexity, that's an interesting role too that fits in with those traits because sometimes that's a really good technical or specialist role. So it's someone who is really consistently does their job over and over again really well in the same way. That's a really valuable person to have on your team if they're in the right job. So someone that you can rely on, someone that has really specific, really well-defined goals, career outcomes, and success criteria. But it's good to kind of compare and contrast those and to see how they work together or not.